it's been a little bit since I've been here, so I'm here today for a little bit. It is 75, I think, but it's windy. So anyways, everything over here is red. Everything over there is red. I think I hear somebody's radio going, like a local radio station. I have my radio on. I have it on the Flint and Holly main and the Huron and Eastern Maine. I'm gonna go over here and see what the Chicago Y signal says. I'm the only one here today, which is sort of unusual. There's a high rail down there. That might mean something's coming. Yeah, I think the radio's coming from over there. So the Chicago Y signal's all red. So, but like I said, there's a high rail down there, so there might be something coming soon. I don't know if it would be GLC because it looks like a CN high rail, so I don't think that's something might be coming to take the Detroit Y off of either side. I'm gonna go look at the. Can't see those signals down there. There's two signals down there. One is for the main, and one is for the passing siding. Not the passing siding. Well, because the passing siding starts like right. You can kind of see it like right over there, like right after this switch here. Right after the switch that switches from the Chicago Y over. I can't. And there's two defaults down there. One's for the main, one is for the siding. It's more, the one for the siding I think is more of, more or less, you know what, I don't know, actually. I've never, so we'll go back over here. I have my radio in my pocket and it's pretty bulky, so I'm gonna go back over here, see if I can see anything on this signal down here for the default. I'm hitting my antenna on my radio with my hands, bending it. It's a gooseneck one, so it's like a flexible type thing. I thought I heard something, but I think that's a truck. All right. Let's see. I'll have to end the video in this segment of the video here to zoom in. I think there's two defaults down there for the west or the eastbound traffic. One is on the second main, and then there's one behind it, which is on the first main, which is where the tracks divulge into one main. All right. So I went to the actual camera part of the photo app, and zoomed in, and it looks like they're both red. So either Huron and Eastern is gonna do something. Great Lake Central is gonna roll through, or we have something coming to take the Detroit Y, or something coming to take the Chicago Y or the High Y. I don't know, or not the Chicago Y, because Chicago Y is red. Might have something coming to take either the Detroit Y or the High Y. The High Y is the one that leads north off of the Holly sub onto the east end of the Flint sub toward Port Huron. I don't know why they call it that. They call this over here the Port Huron Y. which is only technically serviced by HESR here on the Eastern. I mean, Canadian National does use it sometimes to deliver or pick up cars, but it's mostly here in the Eastern that uses it. They'll usually shove back onto it going east, and they'll back into it. A lot of times it'll be after the Newburgh Road crossing too, which is they're long. They're usually long. So Newburgh Road is the road that's over that way, and they'll usually just shove back that way into before it's got to be before the switch back to one main. So I don't think I don't know if anything's coming or not. I haven't heard anything on my radio, but like I said, everything over here is red. The Chicago Y is red, which is the west end off of the west end on the Flint sub that goes toward nothing down there. So there might be something coming to Detroit Y either off of either leg of the Flint sub. I don't know, but like I said, there's a high route on there. He's facing. He is toward the. He's toward the Detroit Y off of the west end of the track. So it might mean we have something coming westbound to take the Detroit Y to go south. Because he's sitting like that. So if we have something coming to take the Detroit Y going westbound, obviously those lights behind me would be red, because that's how they are. That's how they're supposed to be. Someone's playing music over there, and I hope YouTube doesn't take down my video for that. But yeah, sounds like we have something coming to take the Detroit Y off of the west part of the Flint sub. So yeah, let's see what happens. I don't know how long it'll be. I don't see any headlights yet, so I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna go over to the Flint dispatcher channel.
2.
I'll do this
1.
actually.
3, 2.
Go over to the Flint dispatch channel on the second. I should do this. Just snap back over to there. So once after this one, I mean, I don't know if there's going to be anything or not, but if there is, after this one rolls through, I'm gonna let's see, headlights. No, that's just a reflection of the sun off the signal down there. All right, I'm gonna be a little bit before anything comes through. Once I see headlights, I'm gonna go over to the crossing over here on the entrance street to the station, because there's part of the Detroit Y is on there, or part of it's technically Detroit Y and the High Y. Man, there's a lot of shit going on behind me. High Y and Detroit Y, I guess I don't know why they call it the High Y, but that's what they do. They have a rail cam here, but it was like $10 a month for the service to subscribe to their channel or whatever, which is dumb, because there's a lot of them are like there's one for Battle Creek, there's one for Imlay City, there's one for Charlotte. Those are all free. They stream them on YouTube all the time, 24/7. But yeah, anyways, let's see what happens. All right. I was wondering what they were doing. They're gonna go over. Sounds like they're gonna come. They said they were gonna go over the diamond and then stop at this crossing, which is Newburgh Road.
On to 10 miles per hour.
And they're gonna some about the high rail, so it'll be a minute or two, maybe. Probably 3 or 4 minutes before anything shows up. Wow, I was gonna say someone's getting fired, but that's the. Anyways, it'll be probably a couple minutes before anything pulls up. They said they're gonna go across the diamond. The guy that's down there on the Holly line, just at that switch. I guess he said he's gonna go over here to the. Hey, it looks like they're okay. So they changed that. Oh, hey, there's the high rail right there. Look at that. He's not. Yeah, he's not on the track. I don't think. Yeah, maybe he is on. Yeah, he is on the track. Look at that. So I'm gonna go over there. There's a high rail on the track. I don't know if it's that same high rail that was down here. I don't think it is, because I didn't see him. Come over. I've never. I didn't see him. Yeah, that's not the same truck. There's a high rail. I haven't seen a high rail in forever. That's cool. Going over the diamond. Damn. Alright, so this guy, he's gonna go. Looks like I don't think they'll activate the crossing. I mean, they usually activate crossings once. Here he comes. They usually activate crossings when, if there's a high traffic volume on the road, which I don't think Newburgh Road has that high of a traffic volume, so I don't think they need to. Making my tripod a little higher. Over there at Main Street. Yeah, he's sitting there before the crossing, so. But here he comes. This guy's coming around the bend. I was gonna say emergency. Oh, they're backing in. Okay. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet that is a semi-truck. They're probably doing track work. Yeah, they're on the second main, so they're doing track work. That is... Yeah, I don't know what that is. It sounded like a locomotive, but that is not a locomotive. There might be a locomotive coming because I see a school bus over there stopped, so... Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, no, never mind. They're doing track work. I don't know what kind of locomotive that is. I don't even think it is a locomotive. Hey, look, there's some guys back there in the bin. Back of a bin. I think that's a semi-truck. Usually they have semi-truck high rails. That guy's sitting there at the crossing. I don't know what they're doing. But I don't know, they're doing something. They're going pretty slow. I mean, they have to because the workers, Well, the gates are going back up, but they're going back down now. Do not hump. That's really funny. That's crazy because the gates are down on the crossing over there, but people are driving across it. I don't know. I guess people just ignore shit. Oh. Yeah, they're doing some kind of track work. I don't know where this guy is going. He might be going to the into the yard. They did say something about the yard, so they might be going to the yard. I don't know if they're going into the HESR yard or if they're going back to Flint. I don't know what this guy is doing. I have never. I'm going to try something here really quick. I'm going to Google. I'm going to see what it says for this type of locomotive. Right to reverse image search. Georgetown Rail Equipment, rear rail. It's a maintenance of way, power off rebuilt from EMB chassis. Okay. Doesn't say though. I'm going to try the other image. See what it says for the other image. Railroad junction with a freight train, high-sided gondola cars passing through the track. Well, I know what tracks and gondolas are, but that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, he's past the crossing down there, so he might just be sitting there. I don't know. Oh! I hear another train. That's probably what he was going to do. I hear a train coming from the west. Crazy. All right. Probably waiting to do that. Oh, come on. Probably waiting to do that. Probably what he was going over there for is to wait for whatever the hell this is to pass. Oh, I don't need to copy that because I got rid of my blue sky. So this watch band feels like it's about to come off because of the. Yeah, I heard a horn coming from the east or the west. So, they're probably waiting for. They're probably waiting for that. I'm gonna leave that on and go over here real quick. So they're talking about.
Roger, trying to get the dispatcher to be able to do what we need to do. Copy. 2, 3, 4.
All right, so it sounds like they're gonna take that MOW equipment into the yard, into the HESR yard. They might be just storing it there. So they were waiting for the dispatcher to tell them what to do. But I heard a horn coming from the west, so I don't know. Another horn coming from the west. Probably just waiting. They're probably what's up there and to the east or to the west of here is probably something just waiting to roll through, waiting for this to hit the yard. I don't know. Let me go.
3, 2.
Let me go to the Flint dispatch channel for a minute. Excuse me. Actually, no, it's the Flint dispatcher. I'll tell them what to do.
3, 4.
Go back to the HESR yard. I gotta charge this thing soon, but I don't actually, which is really funny. A lot longer than my fucking Bearcat lasted. Let's see. So the batteries in my Bearcat, each one of them I think was.
Well, we're still waiting for the dispatcher to tell us.
Talking about taking a look at the switches. That's on the that's on the Flint Road channel. So put this right here really quick, maybe. It's not gonna work really there, so I'm gonna not put it there. Yeah, they were talking about looking at the switches. Oh yeah, he's over there looking at. IRL's over there looking at switches. Leading on to the. Oh wait, no, he's not on the tracks. He's not on the tracks. He's in the gravel. I don't know where he's going. No, it's a lady, I think. It's not unusual, but something I haven't seen very much of. He's looking for the railroad. They're going to, I guess, like I said, look at the switches. Oh, they're tearing up dirt. I seen something flying. And I heard a horn coming from the west. It must be just stopped for a few minutes because, waiting for whatever. They're waiting for the MOW to go into the yard. And he's over there by that crossing. MOW equipment hasn't moved yet, so they're just sitting there still before the crossing. That guy's over there by the relay case. They might be doing maintenance in the yard. But actually, it looks like the MOW equipment is moving very slowly. Maybe not. Hard to tell. They're about a quarter mile from here. Not even a quarter mile, like an eighth of a mile. There are people walking across the tracks, though, that's for sure. There. Yeah, this guy that's down here to the west is probably just sitting there waiting for the MOW to get off of the second main. What I think could be going on is I think that they're planning a eastbound westbound meetup, and that's why they gotta get the MOW off of the second main. I could be wrong on that. I'm probably wrong on that because that usually never happens. Well, I mean, eastbound westbound meetups happen all the time here, but I'm talking about getting the MOW off of the that high rail is out of sight, so I'll move back over to here with the MOW. Actually, I might go to the see if I can go to the Flint MOW channel, because I don't remember if I have the MOW channel on my scanner or not. Let me look.
5, 6, 7, 9, 41, 48,
What?
9, 48, 9,
Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 9, 48, 1,
Okay, I guess I
38, 1,
don't.
2, 3, 4, 5, 4.
The HESR channel. That is very weird. Huh. Thought I had the Flint maintenance of way channel on here, but I don't. I wish I could have programmed this with my phone, but this doesn't have wireless operations like that, which is dumb. So let's see what happens. I hear something running, but I don't think that's a train. I just think that's probably something that's coming. Probably something's coming from that shop that's across the way here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe there's something coming off the Holly sub, but I don't see anything down there. So van down by the river. Yeah, it'll be probably a few minutes before something happens, so I'm gonna turn my camera off for right now. Alright, so it looks like the MOW equipment is going into the eastern yard. Or I don't know if they're coming back this way, but I don't know if they're going into the yard or not. They talked about it, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Excuse me, my stomach is hurting a little bit. Let's see what they do. I think as soon as they get into the yard, the eastbound will roll through. If they're going to the yard, I don't know if they're going to the yard. Yeah, they're going to the yard. Nice. Probably got to stop before the crossing to activate it. Oh wait, no, never mind. Probably have to wait for the Huron and Eastern dispatcher to let them into the yard. Alright, now the eastbound should be rolling through here. So I heard a horn. Like I said, I heard a horn coming from the west. So I don't know if that's another train or I don't know. We'll see in a minute, but I'm gonna clear this crossing. They probably have to wait until it's fully into the yard to dispatch the eastbound. Okay, so we have a westbound coming out of Flint, going to the second main. Try to get this thing stabilized, and it looks like it's got a medium yellow approach, so that means that they have to get on that track and take it at a slow speed. So it seems like we're gonna do a westbound and eastbound meetup, converging the east and the westbound onto the second main, and the eastbound will remain on the first main. Unless there's something coming to take one of the Ys. Let's see what happens here. Medium yellow approach. That means converging onto that track and going slow. That means the next signal will probably display green. I don't know. Oh, I see something happening here on the Eastern Yard. So, we'll go over there really quick. There's a bunch of steam. So I don't know if that's the PR Marquette sitting there, or if that's, I was gonna say, because I know they've been running the PR Marquette around this time. I started a couple, I don't know, 2 months ago, I think, 2-3 months ago. Yeah, got a medium yellow, so like I said, that probably means an east and a westbound meetup. You can see there's something going on over there. There's smoke. I don't know if that's from a locomotive or if that's something that they're sorting in there. But I was thinking GLC would be coming through because everything was all red, but we got the westbound yellow or medium yellow. So something's going on over there in the yard. I don't know if they're doing anything with the cars. Could be the PR Marquette in there. I can't tell. I can't tell if that's the PR Marquette in there, and it probably isn't. But like I said, there's a lot of steam coming from that area. So there's smoke, steam coming from that area. And if that's the PR Marquette, looks like they're facing south. So that would be really cool if they came this way. But I don't think they are. I don't think that even is here. The PR Marquette. I don't know. That would be, like I said, that would be really cool, but I don't think it is. I don't know. We'll see what happens though. Brick Road, which is kind of funny because the ditch lights aren't on, or they weren't on goes Newburgh Road. It's coming up on Newburgh Road. It'll be, like I said, a minute or two before he. Thought I was catching the detector here for some reason. Sounded kind of like it, but I doubt it. Excuse me, I keep burping. Oh, hey! This is what's going on. It's so. Hey, there's a BNSF on there. There's a BNSF locomotive. Crazy. I was wondering what was going on. Here comes this guy. That's crazy. I don't see anything happening in the yard up there, so I don't think there's going to be any action. There's a truck. Semi truck over here. That is some crazy train shit. Not Aussie. I don't know what that was. Probably a signal call out. Although it could be GLC. There's nothing from the east, there's nothing from the south. And I don't think there's anything from the west. So turn my camera off for a bit. Wait and see what else comes. As soon as I turned my camera off, that bottom signal changed to a high yellow. So that, I don't know really what that means. I think that means just really slow. Maybe GLC is gonna roll through. I don't know. But I don't know what the second signal meaning, yellow, high yellow is. But like I said, as soon as I shut my camera off, I changed it. I don't know if that means trains coming out of Flint. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. That's kind of weird. So it actually looks like we have GLC coming through. I don't know if that's GLC or if that's another Canadian National train. Let's see. Let's see if this signal. Yeah, I think the Chicago Y signal is red. Yeah, those are red. Like here in Eastern's doing something up there. You can hear the car, the brakes. I don't know if that's GLC train or if that's Canadian National, and if they're taking the. I don't think that's Canadian National because we have a high yellow for the second main. Well. Yeah, but they're gonna let GLC come through, which is kind of neat. I'll be catching that. GLC is kind of my favorite railroad from around here. Couple reasons. The paint. I love the paint scheme. Blue is my favorite color, and I like seeing their blue colors. They're a class 2, not a class 3. And the classes are based on the revenue the company makes. So they're class 2 and not class 3. They have different yards, I guess. If you count this yard, they have Owasso, they have, I was going to say Alpena, but that's Lake State. Owasso, Durand, sometimes they use Durand yard. Ann Arbor, where they're interchanged with Ann Arbor Railroad. I know they go all the way up to Traverse City. They used to go up into Petoskey. They have tracks still in Petoskey, but they have tracks in Petoskey still, but the tracks are not active up there. So really weird maneuver that's what this is. Unless that's, although I don't know why they would put this as a high yellow. The thing that could be happening is they could be routing this train to the east end of the east end of the Flint sub, and then shoving it back into. But I doubt that's what's happening. I'm pretty sure this is Great Lakes Central. Another reason I like Great Lakes Central is because they're, well, mostly Michigan, but they are Michigan based. That's the only state they operate in is Michigan. Well, Huron Eastern as well, but there's Huron Eastern, Lake State Railway, Great Lakes Central. I was gonna say Grand Elk, but Grand Elk is Michigan and Indiana. So, yeah, I think this is GLC, but it looks, the lead locomotive, the locomotive looks red. So I don't know if that's.
55, main number 1, level 3, 245, 34, approach, red.
Oh, so it is Canadian National. They might actually be going north, though. I could be wrong on that. I don't know where they're going because you can't really tell with that. There's a CN train though, because it was coming off of the A channel, and that's what I have is both the Flint and Holly road sub on the A channel. So I don't know what exactly they're planning. This train might be going north and then into the yard. They might be going into the yard. I don't know what is going on with it. Because like I said, they have a high yellow for the second main here on the second signal. And I don't know what they have planned. These guys are going slow though, I can tell you that. It actually doesn't look like they're going onto the highway. But I could also be wrong. It doesn't look like they're going onto the highway. Actually, it looks like they're stopped. So they might be taking the highway, but they're probably going to wait for the westbound to show up. I mean, they're slowly approaching. Maybe it is GLC. Maybe it is GLC. I don't know. If they veer over to the left a little bit, that's how you know they're taking the highway. But from what it looks like this guy is stopped. So they're probably waiting on the westbound to roll through. I'm gonna actually go over there. All right, so look at that. As soon as I said that, hey, I'm gonna go over to the other side. So this guy, the guy down there is probably, they're either gonna go north or take the highway because they're stopped. So I'm either gonna take the highway from north. This guy's going slow as hell. So this guy might actually stop. But this guy is, I'd say, 10 miles an hour. Another fucking auto rack train. Look at that. Like I said, he can't blow his horn because Durand has a no horn ordinance. I'm gonna say that if I don't know how that's gonna work. Because if this guy here is taking the highway to Flint, they wouldn't need to route this guy onto the second main and have him go 10 miles an hour. So it looks like he's stopping. Is this guy stopping? This guy stopped. Damn. Or maybe not. Let's see what this guy down here is doing. He's probably just sitting there still. Yeah, he's still sitting there. Oh, weird maneuver. Now one train stopped there. I think that guy stopped. His ditch lights aren't on. Yeah. That is weird. This guy stopped. Okay, the gates are going back up. And he might be, I was gonna say, he might be waiting for HESR to do a move. Because they were talking about it a second ago. And I see some guys in high vises standing around the yard, so I don't know what kind of maneuver they have planned. Let's see. I'm gonna go back over here. See what this guy's.
To the north yard, what do you see from the MOW? Do you see that stinky little dump train? Oh, it's actually a semi truck. Like a high rail semi truck. Not really sure what they're doing. You don't see the other thing? I don't see that little engine thing, no. I do see the excavator on the sides though, on that car. Those are two different trains. The one with the truck is its own thing and the other one's its own thing. So we're probably waiting on the other thing to come in. Interesting. Oh, my main man Logan's up here. So maybe I'll pick his brain, see what's going on. He might know.
Huh. They're chatting about something. I guess they see two different trains. I don't know if they're talking about what's in the yard. Yeah, both trains are stopped. Very strange. You got a train stop down there. And we got a train stop over here. I have no idea what these guys are doing. Got a train stop down there. We got a train stop over here. Zach here. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. Oh, I gotta think. That's just from T-Mobile about my. That was a crazy ass thing though. I don't know what any of these guys are doing. Probably it sounds like they're gonna wait for something in the yard. Track clearance. I don't know, but that's pretty weird and wild. Did I post them on? Yeah, I posted them on Instagram. I was just making sure. My friend Zach's probably gonna be like, haha, or that is so weird that they're doing this. Either of these guys are moving. They're still sitting here. This guy's auto rack, and he's sitting before the crossing. I don't know if he's all auto rack or just, I don't know, but this is pretty fucking crazy. Something pretty unusual, something I've never seen before. Like I said, neither of these guys are moving. I'm gonna assume that. Excuse me. I'm gonna assume the guy on the Holly line is gonna go north, because I think I think the Chicago Y is still red. Let me go look at it here. Because if the Chicago Y was green, he would have already, yeah, the Chicago Y is all red. He would have already went if it was green. We got a guy, I don't know, maybe that is GLC. I don't know. Either that's GLC or they're going north or they're taking the highway. This other guy's not moving down here on the Flint line. Very peculiar. Very peculiar. Never seen anything like it. Okay, so they gave this guy over here the high yellow on the top signal. But he's still sitting there. They changed it. They changed the signal to a high yellow on the top. But he's still sitting down there. This guy looks like he got closer. But I could be wrong. Yeah, this guy is still sitting there. I think usually the Flint traffic takes priority over the Holly traffic. I don't know what they're waiting on. That is so strange. It's I'm probably, I don't know if I'm gonna keep. Oh, he's on now. Got inches way to the crossing. Ditch lights are on, headlights are on. I have no idea what this guy was waiting on, what these guys were waiting on, but it took I don't know, a couple minutes for it to, I don't know, 10 minutes for them to for this guy to get rolling. And this guy is over here is probably just going to sit here until this guy passes and do whatever he needs to do. I don't know if he's going to take the high Y. I think he's after the switch. So I don't think he's taking the high Y. I think he's going north. Damn. This guy's almost out of racks, probably. I have no idea. Damn. That guy's still sitting there. So, still sitting down there on the Holly track. He's got to get up to speed, so it'll take him a little bit. A lot of fucking cars on that guy. A lot of cars.
One from the clear up.
Called out this signal behind me. Damn. I can see all the cars, well, most of the cars, they're all out of racks. They only got one locomotive on. We might have two of them. I can't really tell. I think there's two of them. Man, this guy is going probably 3 miles an hour right now. It'll take them a while to get up to speed. But I'm going to show you guys a knockdown. It's called a signal knockdown. I'll filming in just a minute. Some crazy ass action here in Durand today. Guy's going slow. Watch him knock down this signal. Knock down the signal. This guy's doing, he's still sitting there down there. instincts tell me he's going to go north. Let's wait and see what he does. Wait for that guy to clear this. Oops. That's that train that just passed through here. So I'm gonna go over here, wait for this guy to see what this guy does. He's, like I said, he's probably coming north. I don't know if that's GLC or not. Actually, I don't know what they're doing because they haven't moved yet. Oh, now he's moving.
Copy. Gotcha, Brandon. Coming at you, buddy. We just got the light. All right, north track switch is already good. I'll line this thing up for you. I saw the derail line, and I didn't see the Port Huron switch line, and I shed a brief tear for a moment.
All right, it sounds like they're going north, so that's probably GLC.
Hey, we were kind of sitting here wondering too who actually comes first.
Oh yeah, that's GLC. Cool.
I'm just glad I get to see you guys. You know what I mean? I can wave at you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, sad.
They're all friends. I love that. I love that. That's so funny. That's sweet and funny. I love that. So we got GLC Owasso train north. Coming north of Nyman. That's nice though. I like how some railroad companies do that. I'm gonna go over here. Excuse me. I was wondering if GLC was gonna come through. I'm like, oh god, I hope I get to see GLC today, and here we are. GLC. Great Lake Central. Like I said, GLC is my favorite railroad, just because of cool. They have a kind of a cool name, and here they come. Oh. That's CM. Like I said, I love their paint scheme. Ooh, it looks like they have a CSX locomotive on the back. Oh no, that's Union Pacific. They have a GLC, Union Pacific. Wow. Oh, it's WAMX, not Union Pacific. Wow, listen to that thing run. each other. I had it here on the Eastern.
Do we have that much room?
Yeah, it'll be tight, but bring it. They're backwards anyway.
That was a crazy one. Well, it's a half hour?
5 feet. Clear the fall zone now. Bring it to a stop.
Copy.
What did they bring to a stop? If they're bringing to a stop, see if I can hear GLC. Probably not. I heard them say bring it to a stop.
Jason, my bumper's still over it.
Huh.
4. 3,700 centimeters. We can back up some more.
3,700 centimeters.
Copy. 7 meters.
I've never heard of
4, 5,
someone.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ever heard of someone refer
Got
to
more if you need. We actually got about 15 feet.
15 feet? So it sounds like Huron Eastern is going to do a shove back on the Port Huron Y. They said they got the clear signal to go on the Port Huron Y. So it sounds like they're going to come onto the Y. And I'll be sure to turn this on once they do. All right, here they come, shoving back onto the Port Huron Y. They gotta probably switch tracks first, but because they're doing some car counting. What crossing are they talking about? Because it's not this one. This one's not on. Unless that's another train coming from. Weird. Lights, gates, and bells.
And 765, let's go 5 to Main Street.
I hear the engine. There's the.
65, we got lights out, gate Main Street, keep her coming. Good line up Port Huron Y and go another 25.
And if I see something else, I might have to switch over to my iPhone to record.
765, starting to Port Huron Y, I'll give you a press Q5.
Because battery on my Smans, is not dead. It's at like
They drop me off in around
40%.
10, so it's one see around the curve. I probably should have dropped off the switch, but sure. You gotta see around the curve, man. I know what's going on back here. It's going under 8 or so to drop me down. On signal territory.
I heard him say something about on signal territory. I have no idea what that meant by that. The engine, so they're shoving back more. Usually they do this so they can switch tracks and go north to Saginaw. Man. Are they gonna activate the? Probably. Yep, they're activating the Newberg Road crossing. Is he gonna go back more? I hear it working. Yeah, he's going back more. Wow, crazy. That's weird that the crossings went back up. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. They're probably waiting to switch the track. I wonder what the hell this guy's doing. Probably wait. They're probably waiting. Excuse me. There he goes. Oh, I see headlights down there, so I think something's going to take the Detroit Y. Because these signals are still red, so I'm going to go down there and record. There he is. See the headlights. Looks like 2 locomotives. Nope, 3 locomotives. Wow. 3 locomotive lead. One more, I don't know. Oh, it's an intermodal train. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Intermodal stack train. You don't really see that around here. Well, mixed grade. This is going to be a long one, I could tell, because 5 locomotives in the front, that's a lot. That is a lot. Hello? I'm in Durand watching a train go by. Yep. Mom dropped me off. Oh, no, I haven't yet. Alright. Alright. Bye. That was my dad. He asked me about my niece. What kind of train this would be.